टू माय यूट्यूब चैनल दैट इज डिस्कोर्स ऑन लॉ एंड पॉलिटिक्स। तो दोस्तों, अगर आप हमारे चैनल पर पहली बार आए हैं तो चैनल को ज़रूर शेयर करें, सब्सक्राइब करें और लाइक करें। तो दोस्तों, आपको पता है कि बिहार यूडीसी का एग्ज़ाम होने वाला है, छत्तीसगढ़ का नोटिफिकेशन आने वाला ही है और सबके प्रीलिम्स के एग्ज़ाम्स हैं। तो उसमें एक बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट पेपर है जिस पेपर का नाम है ट्रांसफ़र ऑफ प्रॉपर्टी एक्ट। तो आज हम इससे जो है 100 क्वेश्चंस को सॉल्व करेंगे। तो आप सबसे मेरा रिक्वेस्ट है कि आप हमारे चैनल डिस्कोर्स ऑन लॉ एंड पॉलिटिक्स को सब्सक्राइब करें, जिससे कि आपको ऐसे वीडियोस मिलते रहें सभी स्टेट्स के प्रीलिम्स के लिए। काफ़ी इंपॉर्टेंट सब्जेक्ट है और ये सभी स्टेट्स में इससे क्वेश्चंस आते हैं। तो बिना डिले किए हुए चलते हैं और सॉल्व करते हैं क्वेश्चन को यहाँ पे, जो कि 100 क्वेश्चंस कहाँ से हैं, ट्रांसफ़र ऑफ प्रॉपर्टी एक्ट से। चलिए लेट्स स्टार्ट द वीडियो। दोस्तों, पहला क्वेश्चन जो यहाँ पे है, द क्वेश्चन इज दिस: बिफोर द कमेंसमेंट ऑफ द ट्रांसफ़र ऑफ प्रॉपर्टी एक्ट, the transfer of immovable properties in India were governed by whom, which kind of the legislation? And the options which are given here: Principle of English Law Equity, Indian Registration Act, British States of Goods Act, Indian Contract Act 1872. So the right answer of this question is Principle of English Law and Equity. See my dear friends, जो बिहार यूडीसी में और जो अदर स्टेट्स में whenever the questions are coming from the TPA, particularly from prelims, they are majorly based on the case laws as well as on the provisions of the acts as well. So we have to see very carefully about this. Okay, the next question which you all can see here, that is here: the court before the enactment of the Transfer of Property Act were forcing to decide disputes according to their own notion and justice and fair play. So why they were doing this one? The options which are given here, the options like this: because judges were making own laws, because of absence of any specific statutory provisions on the property matters, because British judges were confused, ये भी ऑप्शन सही नहीं है दोस्तों, and this is also wrong, because judges were educated in British property law, ये भी गलत है। The right answer is this one, that is B, ये करेक्ट आंसर है। अगला क्वेश्चन है: द लॉ कमीशन फॉर द ट्रांसफर ऑफ प्रॉपर्टी मैटर्स was appointed in England, and the draft bill prepared by the commission was introduced in the legislative councils in which year? So the right answer of this question is 1877. So this is the right answer. C is the right answer. Let's see the next question. The bill on transfer of property was referred to where it was referred? It was referred to Third Law Commission. So this is the right answer. C is the correct answer of this question. The next question is here: the Transfer of Property Act was enacted in the year. In which year it was enacted? And the options which are given here: 1818, 1881, 1882, 1883. So now this is a very easy answer, and that is a C. Okay, 1882. The Transfer of Property Act received its assent when it has received its assent. So it is the 17th February 1882. So it is also one of the important question. I am putting here important. This is also important question. Okay. Coming to the next question. First amendment was made in the TPA in the year. TPA में पहला जो amendment किया गया था, in which year it was done? And the right answer which of question is, that is 1885. The next question, it is very important question. The Transfer of Property Act came into effect. From which date it came into effect? And this question had been asked so many times, and the right answer is 1st July 1882. The next question is that the Transfer of Property Act extend to first instance to the whole of the India except. Okay, so this is question which is coming directly from the TPA Bail Act, and the options which are given, that is territory which immediately before the November 1956 were comprised in part 1 states or in the state of Bombay or Punjab and Delhi. So this is the right answer. So A is the correct answer. If you just go to this, you will find the answer from the Bail Act of the question, Bail Act of the TPA. Let's see the next question. According to TPA, any state government may from time to time exempt either any part of territories from all or any of the sections. So which option is correct here? The answer is Section 54, paragraph 2, 3, 5, 9, 10, section 5, 9, 107 and section 123. So this is the right answer. Within the meaning of provision of the Transfer of Property Act 1882, that immovable property does not include. इसमें से क्या immovable property include नहीं करता है? This is also very important question. This question had been asked so many times. The options which are given is standing timber or grass, standing timber, jewelry and crops. The next option is standing timbers, growing crops or grass. Yes, this is the right answer. Okay. According to TPA, instruments means a non-testamentary instrument, testamentary instruments, both testamentary and non-testamentary instrument, and D, none of the above. So the right answer is, it means instrument means a non-testamentary instrument. So this is how you can find the answer of this question here. Under the TPA Act 1882, the term attested means, it is, the answer is, this question is the attested by 2 or more witnesses. It is also very important question. Okay. The next question is that under the Transfer of Property Act, registered means, what is the meaning of registration here? It is means registration of the documents. Okay, so this is the right answer. जब आप प्रॉपर्टी लेते हैं तो उसका जो है रजिस्ट्रेशन किसका करते हैं, आप उसको डॉक्यूमेंट्स कराते हैं जिसमें आपने उसको परचेज किया या लीज किया, जो भी किया. चलिए आगे देखते हैं. द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज दैट अंडर द ट्रांसफर ऑफ प्रॉपर्टी एक्ट 1882, अटैच्ड टू अर्थ मीन्स, and options are rooted in earth as in the case of tree and shrubs. Yes, it is correct. Embedded in the earth as in the case of wall and building. Yes, it is also correct. Attached to what is so embedded for the permanent beneficial enjoyment of that which it is attached. Yes, it is also correct. So the right answer of this question is here, that is D. First, second and third are correct. The next question is here, the chapter and sections of TPA which relates to contract shall be part of, and the options which are given here, the Indian Registration Act, the Sales of Goods Act, General Clause Act, Indian Contract Act, and the answer is the Indian Contract Act. Okay, so contract से जब बात होगी तो इंडियन कॉन्ट्रैक्ट एक्ट वाली ही बात यहाँ पे होगी. Within the meaning of Section 4 of the Transfer of Property Act, the provisions of Section 54, paragraph 2, 3, 59, 107 and 123 shall be read as supplemented to, and the options which are given here, that is the Indian Contract Act, Indian Registration Act, General Clause Act and Sales of Goods Act. So the right answer is, it is to be presumed as the Indian Registration Act of 1908. The next question is, Chapter 2 of the TPA shall not be deemed to affect any rule of Mohammedan law, Christian law, Parsi law, and none of the, and the right answer is, the question is, that is the Mohammedan law. Okay, so this is the right answer. Let's see the next question. According to Section 5 of the TPA, living person includes, what is the meaning of the living person? That question had been asked. So it is, the answer of this question is here, that is a company or association or body of individuals. So this is the right answer. A is the right answer. The next question is here, under the provision of Section 6 of the TPA, the chance of an heir apparent succeeding to an estate, the chance of a relation establishing a legacy on the death of a kinsman, or any other mere possibility of like nature. Okay, so now in this case it is about space successions. It is that what kind of property can be transferred, not a space succession here. So this is how you can find here. Though whether it can be transferred or not be transferred, that question has been asked. So it cannot be transferred. Under the provision of Section 6, देखिए दोस्तों, Section 6 is very important. Please go to the Section 6, and so many questions had been asked from the Section 6. Okay, so under the provision of Section 6 of the TPA, a mere right of re-entry for breach of a condition subsequent cannot be transferred to anyone except the owner of the property affected thereby. Whether this statement is true or not, yes, this statement is true. So if you just go to Section 6, you will find this kind of the statement from this language. The next question which you can see, under the provision of the TPA, an easement cannot be transferred apart from the dominant heritage. Whether this statement is correct or not, yes, this statement is also correct. The next question which you can see, according to the provision of TPA, all interest in property restricted in its enjoyment to the owner personally cannot be transferred by him. Whether this statement is correct or not, and the right answer of this question is, the statement is true. Okay, तो दोस्तों आप सेक्शन 6 को अच्छे से पढ़िए, क्योंकि उससे हर साल बिहार में या फिर किसी और भी स्टेट में हो, आपके लिए क्वेश्चंस आते ही हैं। द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज दैट अंडर द प्रोविजन ऑफ द सेक्शन 6 ऑफ द TPA a right to future maintenance can be transferred. The next option which is given here, can not be transferred, no such provision is made in the act, none of the above. So this question is very important दोस्तों। ये क्वेश्चन कई बार पूछा गया है यूपी में भी और अदर स्टेट्स में, तो ये क्वेश्चन आपके लिए वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट है। इसको आप अच्छे से ज़रूर यहाँ पे याद कर लीजिए। मैं यहाँ पे वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट लिख देता हूँ, ठीक है। एंड दैट कैन नॉट बी ट्रांसफर्ड, तो दैट इज़ हाउ यू कैन फाइंड दैट, ओके। See the next question. The next question is under the provision of the TPA, a mere right to sue can be transferred. A mere right to sue cannot be transferred. No such provision is made in the act, and none of the above. So, my dear friends, again this question had been asked in Bihar also and also in the UP, and it is a very important question here. A mere right to sue cannot be transferred. इसको आप ध्यान से याद से रख लीजिए इसको। ये क्वेश्चन कई बार आ चुका है यूपी में भी, बिहार में भी और MP में भी। Next question, that is you can see under the TPA 1882, the salary of a public officer can be transferred, the salary of public officer cannot be transferred. And the next option, that is you can see here, that is the no such provision is found in the act, and the last is none of the above. So the right answer is salary of public officer cannot be transferred. ये भी क्वेश्चन बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट है दोस्तों, इसको भी आप अच्छे से याद कर लीजिए, क्योंकि पब्लिक ऑफिसर का जो है सैलरी होता है उसको आप ट्रांसफ़र नहीं कर सकते हैं। अगला क्वेश्चन है अंडर द TPA अ पब्लिक ऑफिसर ऑफिस कैन बी ट्रांसफर, अ पब्लिक ऑफिस कैन नॉट बी ट्रांसफर, अ पब्लिक ऑफिस कैन बी ट्रांसफर। सो इट इज़ अबाउट द ट्रांसफर ऑफ पब्लिक ऑफिस। सो पब्लिक ऑफिसर कैन नॉट बी ट्रांसफर्ड, ओके। तो दैट इज ऑल्सो इम्पॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन, ओके, जस्ट आई एम राइटिंग वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन विच यू कैन सी अंडर द प्रोविजन ऑफ सेक्शन 6 ऑफ द TPA, no transfer can be made for an unlawful object or consideration within the meaning of section 23 of the Indian Contract Act 1872. Whether this statement is true or false? Yes, of course this statement is true, and therefore the right answer is B. So B is the right answer. The next question which you all can see, under the provision of section 7 of the TPA, the competent person to transfer means, A is every person competent to contract only, every person entitled to transferable property or authorized to dispose of transferable property. And the options which are given here, you all can see, only first is correct, only both A first and second both are correct. Yes, this is correct. देखिए प्रॉपर्टी कौन ट्रांसफ़र कर सकता है, कॉम्पिटेंट है, जो कि कॉन्ट्रैक्ट करने लायक हो, यानी वो वयस्क हो और साउंड माइंड हो, ठीक है, और जिस प्रॉपर्टी को ट्रांसफ़र कर रहा है, डिस्पोज कर रहा है, उसको लिए ऑथराइज्ड भी होना जरूरी है। The next question which you can see, the term transfer under the TPA refers to, what is the meaning of this transfer here, and the options which are given, partly or wholly transfer, absolute or conditional transfer, contingent transfers, or both A and B are correct. And the right answer of this question is partly or wholly transfer. वो चाहे तो partly भी कर सकता है या पूर्णतः ट्रांसफ़र कर सकता है। The next question is under section 8 of TPA, the legal incidents also includes, इसमें से सेक्शन 8 में TPA के अकॉर्डिंग क्या क्या लीगल इंसिडेंट्स शामिल है। द फर्स्ट ऑप्शन इज मशीनरी अटैच टू अर्थ एंड द मूवेबल पार्ट्स देयर ऑफ, ओनली मशीनरी अटैच टू द अर्थ, ओनली मूवेबल पार्ट्स ऑफ द मशीनरी अटैच टू अर्थ, एंड नन ऑफ द अबव। दोस्तों अगर आपने याद किया होगा, अगर याद आएगा, अभी हमने क्वेश्चन पे सॉल्व किया था कि क्या अटैच टू अर्थ से क्या मतलब होता है, ठीक है। अगर उसको देखा जाए तो उसका आंसर क्या होगा, उसके हिसाब से मशीनरी अटैच टू अर्थ and the movable parts thereof. This is the right answer. Let's see the next question. The next question is under the provision of section 9 of the TPA, the transfer includes, what is the meaning of the transfer? Oral transfer, written transfer, only A is correct, only B is correct. So this is also very important question, my dear friends. So just I am writing very important. You all need to understand this question, and the right answer of this question is also oral transfers. जहाँ प्रॉपर्टी की वैल्यू 100 रुपये से कम होती है वहाँ पे ओरल ट्रांसफ़र के थ्रू भी हो जाता है, ठीक है। अंडर द TPA वेयर राइटिंग इज़ नॉट एक्सप्रेसली रिक्वायर्ड, व्हेन अंडर TPA देयर इज़ नो रिक्वायरमेंट ऑफ रिटन, the option are given here, a transfer of property may be made without writing in every case. So this is not the where you can find here. The next is a transfer of property subject to writing, oral only writing, no provision of oral transfer is made, none of the above. तो अगर देखिए दोस्तों, नॉट एक्सप्रेसली रिक्वायर्ड लिखा हुआ है यहाँ पे, ठीक है, इसमें से क्या रिक्वायर्ड नहीं है, तो उसके हिसाब से क्या होगा, अ ट्रांसफर ऑफ प्रॉपर्टी मे बी मेड विदाउट राइटिंग इन एवरी केस। ये एक्सप्रेसली जरूरी नहीं है, इसमें टीपीए में लिखा ही है। ओके, द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज हियर दैट इज अंडर द ट्रांसफर ऑफ प्रॉपर्टी एक्ट द कंडीशन रिस्ट्रेनिंग एलिनेशन इज प्रोवाइडेड अंडर विच सेक्शन। किस सेक्शन में टीपीए में लिखा हुआ है कि आप एलिनेशन नहीं कर सकते हैं। एंड द ऑप्शन विच आर गिवन इज सेक्शन 10, 9, 8 एंड 7 एंड द राइट आंसर इज सेक्शन 10। ये भी एक इम्पॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन दोस्तों, इसको भी आप याद कर सकते हैं। वेयर ट्रांसफर ऑफ प्रॉपर्टी एंड इंटरेस्ट इज क्रिएटेड एब्सोल्युटली इन फेवर ऑफ एनी पर्सन दो द टर्म्स ऑफ द ट्रांसफर डायरेक्ट सच इंटरेस्ट शैल बी अप्लाइड और enjoyed by him in a particular member, then the options which are given here, that is he shall be entitled to receive and dispose of such interest as if there was no such directions। यस, यही होगा, जैसे उसको प्रॉपर्टी मिलेगा वो बिना किसी कंडीशन के हिसाब से उसको ट्रांसफ़र डिस्पोज ऑफ कर सकता है। चलिए अगला क्वेश्चन देखते हैं। अंडर सेक्शन 12 ऑफ द टीपीए, whether transfer of property subject to condition or limitation making interest therein to the benefit of person, the lease on his becoming involved or endeavoring to transfer or dispose of property, such condition is, वो कंडीशन क्या वैलिड होगी या वैड होगा। तो जब आप प्रॉपर्टी ट्रांसफ़र कर रहे हैं तो बिना कंडीशन के ही ट्रांसफ़र करेंगे, देयरफॉर इट इज़ अ वैलिड वन, या सेक्शन 12 के हिसाब से, सॉरी वैड वन। ओके, प्रोविजन ऑफ सेक्शन 12 टीपीए डज नॉट अप्लाई टू लीज कंडीशंस इन बेनिफिट्स ऑफ द लीजर्स। यस, यही है सेक्शन 12 में, ये जो है लीज पे अप्लाई नहीं करता है कंडीशन पे। दिस इज हाउ यू कैन सी द राइट आंसर। ओके, अगला क्वेश्चन देखते हैं। द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज हियर, द रूल अगेंस्ट परपेचुइटी इज प्रोवाइडेड अंडर विच सेक्शन ऑफ टीपीए। इट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन माई फ्रेंड्स। सो द राइट आंसर इज सेक्शन 14। इट इज़ द करेक्ट आंसर। The no transfer of property can operate to create an interest which is to take effect after the life of one or more person living at the date of such transfer. These provisions come under the options which are given here, that is the rule against retrospective transfers only, rule against perpetuity. So ये इसका आंसर क्या है, रूल अगेंस्ट परपेचुइटी होने के कारण ये जो है यहाँ पे ऑपरेट नहीं करेगा, ट्रांसफर प्रॉपर्टी ऑपरेट नहीं करेगा। द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज हियर, अंडर सेक्शन 16 ऑफ द टीपीए, where an interest created for the benefit of person or class of person fails, the options which are given, any interest created in the same transaction intended to take effect other or upon failure of such prior interest also fails. The next is, any interest created in the same transaction and intended to take effect after or upon failure of such prior interest does not fail. Okay, and the C is, such failure does not affect D, none of the above. तो दोस्तों इसका आंसर होगा ए, क्योंकि एनी इंटरेस्ट क्रिएटेड इन द सेम ट्रांजेक्शन इंटेंडेड टू टेक इफेक्ट आफ्टर और अपॉन फेलियर ऑफ सच इंटरेस्ट ऑल्सो फेल। सो इस कंडीशन में वो होगा, राइट आंसर क्या होगा, ये होगा। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज द प्रोविजन ऑफ लॉन्गर पीरियड इन द मैटर ऑफ एक्यूमुलेशन ऑफ प्रॉपर्टी अंडर सेक्शन 17 ऑफ द टीपीए अमाउंट्स टू। Okay, so any property accumulation of property under section 17 of the transfer of property amounts to कितने साल का होना चाहिए, and the right answer is 18 years. So this is the right answer. Okay, the next question which you all can see, under the provision of section 17 of the TPA, the income arising from the property shall be accumulated either wholly or in part during a period. Okay, so this is the question which you all can see here. And the options which are given here, that is longer than life of the transferor, shorter than the life of transferor, no such period is mentioned, none of the above. So my dear friend, the right answer is longer than the life of the transferor, ये होना चाहिए। This is the A is the correct answer. See the next question. The next question is that under the provision of section 18 of TPA, the provisions of some sections shall not apply in cases of TPA transfer of property for the benefit of the public in advancement of religion, knowledge, commerce, health, safety or any other object beneficial to mankind. These sections are, what are the sections? Just see the sections. Section 13, 14, 15, 16, 14, 16, 17, 14, 16, 17 and 18, and D the last option 14, 15 and 20. and the right answer of this question is 14, 16 and 17. This is the right answer. Okay. अगला क्वेश्चन है द प्रोविजन ऑफ वेस्टेड इंटरेस्ट इज प्रोवाइडेड इन विच सेक्शन। दोस्तों ये क्वेश्चन भी बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट है, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। सो द वेस्टेड इंटरेस्ट इज इन द सेक्शन 19 ऑफ द टीपीए। ये बहुत ही पॉपुलर क्वेश्चन है और कई बार इससे क्वेश्चन आया है। ठीक है। अकॉर्डिंग टू द प्रोविजन ऑफ सेक्शन 19 ऑफ टीपीए, the vested interest is not defeated by the death of the transferor before he obtains possessions, and the B is vested interest is defeated by the death of the transferee before he obtains possessions. No such provision is made, none of the above. And the right answer is that is the vested interest is not defeated by the death of the transferee before he obtains possessions. Okay, so this is the right answer. Under the provision of TPA, the unborn person acquires vested interest on transfer for his benefit. कितने दिन बाद वो उसको मिलता है अनबॉर्न जो चाइल्ड होता है। ये क्वेश्चन बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट दोस्तों, मैं यहाँ पे वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट लिखता हूँ। तो ये क्वेश्चन आया है कब उसको मिलता है अनबॉर्न चाइल्ड को। ठीक है। एंड द ऑप्शन विच आर गिवन दैट इज़ द ए। जैसे ही जन्म लेगा उसको वहाँ पे मिल जाएगा अपॉन हिज बर्थ। वहाँ पे 7 दिन 12 दिन वाला कोई मामला नहीं होता। ये क्वेश्चन भी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। अगला क्वेश्चन है अंडर द प्रोविजन ऑफ TPA an unborn person acquires vested interest on transfer upon his birth. Although he may not be entitled to the enjoyment immediately on his birth, he is entitled after 7 days after his birth. No such provision is made and none of the above. तो देखिए जो उसका पहला क्वेश्चन था उसी का एक तरीके से एक्सप्लेनेशन है। तो जैसे ही उसको जन्म मिलेगा अनबॉर्न चाइल्ड को तुरंत मिलेगा, भले उसको एंजॉय कर पाए या ना कर पाए। ठीक है। उस समय क्योंकि उसकी उम्र तो बहुत कम होती है तो एंजॉय करने की क्षमता नहीं रहती है। ठीक है। लेकिन उसको प्रॉपर्टी तुरंत ट्रांसफ़र हो जाती है। अगला क्वेश्चन है इन द कॉन्टेक्स्ट ऑफ कॉन्टिजेंट इंटरेस्ट इन केस ऑफ हैपनिंग ऑफ अनसर्टेन इवेंट और इफ स्पेसिफाइड अनसर्टेन इवेंट शैल नॉट हैपन सच ए पर्सन एक्वायर्स अ कॉन्टिजेंट इंटरेस्ट इन द प्रॉपर्टी। सच इंटरेस्ट, ये क्वेश्चन भी दोस्तों बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट है। आई एम राइटिंग हियर, ये क्वेश्चन भी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। मैं लिखता हूँ VI यानी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, और इस क्वेश्चन को भी आप ध्यान से पढ़ लीजिएगा। सो इट विल बिकम्स वेस्टेड interest in the former case on the happening of the event, in the latter when the happening of event becomes impossible. ठीक है। जब ये हो कि भाई होने पे होगा तो वेस्टेड हो जाएगा, जब ये है कि नहीं होगा तब की बात होगी तब भी वो वेस्टेड इंटरेस्ट हो जाएगा। ये 2 कंडीशन में वेस्टेड इंटरेस्ट होगा। ये क्वेश्चन अभी हाल में ही है, इसी से मिलता जुलता क्वेश्चन आया था छत्तीसगढ़ में भी। चलिए अगला क्वेश्चन देखते हैं। द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज दैट द प्रोविजन ऑफ कॉन्टिजेंट इंटरेस्ट इज प्रोवाइडेड अंडर विच सेक्शन ऑफ TPA। It is given section 21 of the TPA. So this is the right section. Okay. अगला क्वेश्चन है where interest on transfer of property is created in favor of members only of a class as shall attain a particular age, and the option which are given such interest does not vest in any member of the class who has not attained that age. Such interest vests in any member irrespective of class who has not attained that age. C. No such person is made under the Act, none of the above. And the right answer of this question, such interest does not vest in any member of the class who has not attained that age. So this is the A is the correct answer. अगला क्वेश्चन है a transfers property to B for life and after his death to C and D equally to be divided between them or to be the survivors of them. C dies during life of B, D सर्वाइव्स B एट B's डेथ ऑफ प्रॉपर्टी। तो इस कंडीशन में क्या होगा, क्या प्रॉपर्टी D को ट्रांसफ़र होगी और नहीं होगी। एंड द ऑप्शन विच आर गिवन हियर अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट इट शैल पास टू D। ओके, दिस इज द करेक्ट आंसर। अगला क्वेश्चन है द प्रोविजन ऑफ कंडीशनल ट्रांसफ़र इज प्रोवाइडेड अंडर विच सेक्शन ऑफ द TPA। कंडीशनल ट्रांसफ़र किस सेक्शन में है, वो है सेक्शन 25 में है। सेक्शन 25 इज द करेक्ट आंसर। The next question which you can see, X transfer rupees 500 to Y on condition that he shall execute at certain lease within 3 months after Y's death, and if he should neglect to do so to Z if Y dies in X lifetime. And the options which are given here, that is the disposition in favor of Z takes effect. Yes, this is the right answer. अगला क्वेश्चन है X marries to Y but in case she dies in his lifetime he would transfer the property to Z. X and Y perish together under circumstances which makes it impossible to prove that the she died before him. The disposition of property in favor of Z. Now this is very important question. This kind of illustration हैज़ बीन आस्क्ड आल्सो प्रीवियसली। ओके, तब क्या है, दोनों साथ में मर जाएंगे तब क्या होगा भाई, तब क्या होगा, डज नॉट टेक इफेक्ट, क्योंकि आपको पता नहीं चल रहा है कि पहले कौन खत्म हुआ वहाँ पे, किसकी डेथ हुई। तो ये यहाँ पे ये ऑप्शन इसका सही होगा। चलिए अगला क्वेश्चन देखते हैं। अंडर द प्रोविजन ऑफ सेक्शन 29 of TPA and disposition of the kind of contemplated provision of section 28 can take effect unless the options which are given, the condition is strictly fulfilled, condition is not fulfilled, only B is correct, none of the above, and the right answer of this question is that is the condition is strictly fulfilled। जब तक आप कंडीशन को पूरी तरीके से पूर्णतः फॉलो नहीं करेंगे तब तक सेक्शन 29 ऑपरेट नहीं होता है। अगला क्वेश्चन है, इन केस ऑफ टीपीए अंडर इफ द अल्टीरियर डिस्पोजिशन इज नॉट वैलिड then in that case what will happen, and the option which are given, that is section 56 के question number 56 में, the prior disposition is affected by it, the prior disposition is not affected by it, no such condition is prevailed under TPA of 1882, and D, none of the above, and the right answer is the prior disposition is not affected by it. So this is the right answer. Okay, so this is the B is the right answer. The next question is that A transfers a garden to B for her life, and with a condition, with a proviso that in case B cuts down a certain wood, the transfer shall cease to have any effect. B cuts down the wood, decide the case in the light of TPA. तो क्या होगा इसमें? The answer of this question is that is the A is here, that is the B loses his life interest in the firm. So this is the right answer. अगला क्वेश्चन है, the next question is that under the provision of section 35 of TPA, when a person professes to transfer property which has no right to transfer, and as a part of the same transaction confers any benefit on the owner of the property, then what will happen in that case? And the options which are given here, such owner must elect either to confirm such transfer or to dissent from it. So इसको इलेक्शन का मामला है यहाँ पे, तो उसको उसमें कुछ एक ही सेलेक्ट करना पड़ेगा। So this is the A is the correct answer. अगला क्वेश्चन है, द फाउंडेशन ऑफ डॉक्ट्रिन ऑफ इलेक्शन इज इन द TPA is that the person is taking the benefit of an instrument must bear the burden. So yes, जब कोई भी इलेक्शन डॉक्ट्रिन ऑफ इलेक्शन की बात आती है, जब कोई आप बेनिफिट लेना चाहेंगे, जो कुछ भी लेंगे, तो आपने इलेक्ट किया तो आपको बर्डन भी उसके साथ लेना पड़ेगा, केवल आप बेनिफिट ही नहीं लेंगे। द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज दैट द रूल ऑफ इलेक्शन अंडर TPA is applied to will. Okay, it is will enacted in section 180 and 190 of the, and the options which are given here, that is the Indian Succession Act, Indian Registration Act is the correct answer. Let's move to the next question. The next question is that a person is not to put his election unless he has a proprietary interest in the property disposed of in derogation of his rights. This is subject to matter under the provision of which section of the IPC? So it is under the section of the 35 of the TPA. My dear friends, section 35 is very important because there is doctrine of election is given in this provision, and many times the question are coming from this one in the pre as well as in the mains. The next question which you all can see, section 37 of TPA refers to appointment by state in this light before the Transfer of Property Act 1882, when transfer was severed by sale of shares in the version the tenant was still obliged to pay the rent to all shares jointly, and the options which are given is unless an appropriation had been agreed to pay all the parties. So this is the right answer. A is the correct answer. जब तक ये आपने कोई एग्री नहीं किया है कि कितना किसको मिलेगा, कैसे अप्रोप्रिएशन करना है, तब तक ये नहीं होगा। Next question, that in the TPA section 33 to 37 apply to both immovable and movable property, whereas section 38 to 53 ये किस पे अप्लाई करता है? And the options which are given here, movable property only, immovable property only, and then the both immovable and immovable property. So it applies to only immovable property. So B is the correct answer. ये केवल जो है इमूवेबल प्रॉपर्टी पे ही अप्लाई होता है। अगला क्वेश्चन यहाँ पे है, प्रोविजन ऑफ सेक्शन 38 ऑफ TPA does not apply to cases falling under, and the options which are given benamidars or ostensible owners who can give no title except by estoppel. Yes, this is the right answer. बेनामीदार और ऑस्टेंसिबल ओनर्स पे अप्लाई नहीं होता है। अगला क्वेश्चन है, सेक्शन 38 ऑफ TPA हैज़ नो एप्लीकेशन वेयर to previous transfer where transaction is still incomplete, to succeed transfer where the transaction is to be completed in future, to perpetuity transfer, none of the above. So the right answer of this question is here, that is the A is the right answer, to previous transfer where the transaction is still incomplete. So this is the right answer. अगला क्वेश्चन ये है, अंडर सेक्शन 39 ऑफ TPA the provision is made for transfer where third person is entitled to maintenance. In this context, the court held that the right of maintenance even of a Hindu widow is an identified right which falls short of a charge. This was decided in which case? The answer of this question is here, that is in which case? This is the रामनंदन वर्सेस रंगामल, ये केस है, रामनंदन वर्सेस रंगामल का केस है, इसमें डिसाइड किया गया था। अगला क्वेश्चन यहाँ पे, राइट टू मेंटेनेंस अंडर द प्रोविजन ऑफ सेक्शन 39 ऑफ TPA, इट इंक्लूड्स द इनहेंस्ड मेंटेनेंस इन फ्यूचर टू दिस इफ देयर हैज़ बीन अ मटेरियल चेंजेस इन द सर्कमस्टेंसेस। दिस वाज डिसाइडेड in case of, in which case it was decided in the case of Kaveri versus Parmeshwari. This was the case. अगला क्वेश्चन है, विद इन द प्रोविजन ऑफ सेक्शन 39 ऑफ TPA the word maintenance covers also residence. This was decided in which case? So this was also decided in the same case, that is Kaveri versus Parmeshwari. This is the right answer. अगला क्वेश्चन है, within the meaning of provision section 13 of TPA, a woman is entitled to maintenance not only from the husband but also from sons who are members of joint family. This was decided in which case? So it was decided in the case of एस परमेश्वरी वर्सेस चेल्लावल। सो इस केस में ये कहा गया था, ठीक है। अगला क्वेश्चन है, अंडर द प्रोविजन ऑफ सेक्शन 40 ऑफ द TPA द राइट ट्रांसफर टू इन फर्स्ट पैराग्राफ ऑफ द सेक्शन रेफर्स टू, एंड द ऑप्शन विच आर गिवन अमंग दिस, द राइट ऑफ ट्रांसफर एज अगेंस्ट परचेज फ्रॉम अ ट्रांसफरी टू रिस्ट्रेन द ब्रीच ऑफ अ नेगेटिव कवेनेंट। सो दिस इज द राइट आंसर, ये जो है इसका सही आंसर है, तो ए इज़ द करेक्ट आंसर। चलिए अगला क्वेश्चन देखते हैं। अगला क्वेश्चन है, विद इन द मीनिंग ऑफ सेक्शन 40 ऑफ TPA द परचेजर एट अ कोर्ट सेल इज नॉट ट्रांसफरी बाय ऑपरेशन ऑफ लॉ, इज ट्रांसफरी बाय ऑपरेशन ऑफ लॉ, इज ट्रांसफरी बाय ऑपरेशन ऑफ लॉ, इज नॉट ट्रांसफरी विद इन द मीनिंग ऑफ सेक्शन 40 एंड डी नन ऑफ द अबव, एंड द राइट आंसर ऑफ दिस क्वेश्चन इज C. ओके, so C is the correct answer. Is a transferee by operation of law is not a transferee within the meaning of section 40. So C is the correct answer. The next question is that the transfer by ostensible owner is provided in which section of TPA? And the options which are given here, section 38, section 39, section 40 and 41. And the right answer of this question is here, that is the D, section 41. Section 41 is the right answer. अगला क्वेश्चन है, विद द एक्सप्रेस और इम्प्लाइड कंसेंट ऑफ इंटरेस्टेड पर्सन in immovable property, a person is the ostensible owner of such property and transfers the same for the consideration, then the transfer shall not be. The options which are given here, voidable, void, valid, and the right answer is the voidable. So A is the right answer. अगला क्वेश्चन है, the section 41 of TPA is the statutory application of the law of estoppel. This statement is true, false, partly true, or none of the above. And the right answer of this question is that it is true. अगला क्वेश्चन है, द सेक्शन 41 ऑफ TPA अप्लाइज टू वॉलंटरी ट्रांसफर एंड हैज़ नो एप्लीकेशन टू, एंड द ऑप्शन विच आर गिवन हियर, कोर्ट सेल, कॉन्टिजेंट सेल, परपेचुअल सेल एंड प्राइस लेस सेल, एंड द राइट आंसर ऑफ दिस क्वेश्चन इज द कोर्ट सेल. कोर्ट सेल इज द राइट आंसर. Next question is that under the provision of section 41 of the TPA, these are some conditions. The option which are given, transferor is the ostensible owner, he is so by the consent express or implied of the real owner, the transfer is for consideration, transferee has acted in good faith taking reasonable care to ascertain that the transferor had power to transfer, and the option which are among this is correct. The right answer option which is correct here, that is the D, all are required, सभी ज़रूरत की चीज़ें हैं, इसलिए सभी करेक्ट है। तो इन सब में जो है सेक्शन 41 के हिसाब से ये जो सारी कंडीशंस है ये सभी होने जरूरी, तभी ये ऑस्टेंसिबल ओनर्स की बात होगी यहाँ पे। और दोस्तों ये सेक्शन बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट है, ऑस्टेंसिबल ओनर वाला, ठीक है। अगला क्वेश्चन देखते हैं। अगला क्वेश्चन है यहाँ पे, पोजीशन ऑफ अ मैनेजर कैन नॉट बी ट्रीटेड एज ऑस्टेंसिबल ओनरशिप विद द कंसेंट ऑफ द रियल ओनर, दिस वाज हेल्ड इन विच केस। दोस्तों ये किस में हेल्ड किया गया था? इसको हेल्ड किया गया था सुश्वेता मिल एम स्वाह वर्सेस सैयद अब्दुल राशिद, इस केस में ये कहा गया था। अगला क्वेश्चन, इन एक्वेरेसी इन द रिसाइटेबल्स डिस्क्राइबिंग द प्रॉपर्टी, the option which are given cannot whittle down the effect of clear recitals in the documents about the property to be sold thereby. So this is the right answer. A is the correct answer. अगला क्वेश्चन है, अंडर सेक्शन 42 ऑफ TPA, if a person has a right to transfer property after exercising a right to revoke previous transfer, a transfer of such purpose by him or property by him will imply an exercise of. So ये क्या होगा? ये होगा रिवोकेशन का मामला, ठीक है, ये होगा रिवोकेशन का मामला, ठीक है। अगला क्वेश्चन यहाँ पे, सेक्शन 43 ऑफ TPA enables a transferee to whom a transferor has made a fraudulent or erroneous representation to lay hold at his option of any interest. So what will happen? The option is A is going to correct, which the transferor may subsequently acquire with property provided he does not adversely affect the right of any subsequent purchaser for value without notice. So this is the right answer. A is the right answer. अगला क्वेश्चन यहाँ पे है, इन ऑर्डर टू गेट द बेनिफिट ऑफ सेक्शन 43 ऑफ TPA सम कंडीशंस आर नेसेसरी। कौन से कंडीशंस में नेसेसरी है सेक्शन 43 का अगर आपको बेनिफिट लेना है? चलिए देखते हैं। कॉन्ट्रैक्ट ऑफ ट्रांसफर वॉज मेड बाई ए पर्सन हु वॉज कॉम्पिटेंट टू कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, कॉन्ट्रैक्ट वुड बी subsisting at the time when a claim for recovery of property is made, and the option which are given here, that is the both 1 and 2 are necessary, and the option is both 1 and 2 are necessary. Yes, this is the right answer. A is the right answer. अगला क्वेश्चन है, सेक्शन 44 ऑफ TPA 1882 deals with, so it deals with the transfer by 2 co-owners, transfer by 1 co-owner, transfer by 3 co-owners, transfer by all co-owners, and the right answer is that is transfer by 1 co-owners. Okay. अगला क्वेश्चन है, when one of several co-owners transfers his share, the transferee acquires as against the other co-owners the same rights that of transferor had, but is subject to any conditions and liabilities affecting the share at the date of transfer. This is provision under which section of the TPA? So it is under the section of the 44 of TPA. ये करेक्ट आंसर है। The next question, the provision for joint transfer for consideration is dealt under which section of the TPA? So it is in section 45 of the TPA, जहाँ पे joint transfer की बात है, ठीक है। अगला क्वेश्चन यहाँ पे, presumption of equity pertains to, so under which section? It is under section 45. Under the provision of TPA, where immovable property is transferred for consideration by person having distinct interest therein, the transfers are, and the option which are given here, entitled to share in the consideration equally, entitled to share unequally, entitled to share equally, but subject to further D, none of the above. And the right answer of this one is, that is the entitled to share in the consideration equally. A is the correct answer. अगला क्वेश्चन यहाँ पे, where several co-owners of immovable property transfer a share therein without specifying that the transfer is to take effect on any particular share or shares of the transfers, the transfer as among such transferors takes effect on such share. And the options which are given here, Inequally where the shares were were equal and where they are unequal proportionality to the extent of such shares, ये तो नहीं है. Equally where the shares were equal and where they are unequal proportionality to the extent of such shares, yes ये सही है, प्रोपोर्शनेट होना चाहिए, इसलिए ये आंसर सही है. अगला क्वेश्चन क्या है यहाँ पे, फटाफट देखते हैं. विद इन द मीनिंग ऑफ सेक्शन 48 ऑफ TPA, the transfer cannot prejudice the right of transferee by any subsequent dealing with the property. This self-evident proposition is expressed in which kind of provisions or equity principles like that. Okay, and it is equitable maximum q prior as tempore portio is jure. ये इसका सही आंसर है. अगला क्वेश्चन देखते हैं. द प्रोविजन ऑफ इम्प्रूवमेंट्स मेड बाय बोनाफाइड होल्डर्स अंडर डिफेक्टिव टाइटल इज डेल्ट अंडर विच सेक्शन ऑफ द TPA. सो इट हैज बीन हेल्ड अंडर द सेक्शन B, सेक्शन 51 ऑफ द TPA. दिस इज द राइट आंसर. अगला क्वेश्चन है. अ लेसी कैन नॉट अपील टू हिज सेक्शन 51 ऑफ TPA. द स्टेटमेंट इज एंड द ऑप्शन विच आर गिवन ट्रू, फॉल्स, पार्टली ट्रू एंड D none of the above, and the answer is true. True is the answer. The next question which you all can see, some conditions must be fulfilled before the equity provided in section 51 arises, and that is the person evicted must be transferee, the person must have made the improvement believing in good faith that he was absolutely entitled. Let's see the third one. So here both are correct, so therefore C is the right answer. अगला क्वेश्चन है यहाँ पे. A trespasser is not transferee within the meaning of section 51 Transfer of Property Act. He is not entitled to compensation for improvement. This was decided under which case of the TPA. So that is how you can find the question here, and the right answer of this question is Dayaram versus Shyam Sundari. This is the right answer. Okay. अगला क्वेश्चन यहाँ पे है. The terms good faith in section 51 TPA is used in the light of, and the options which are given, that is Sales of Goods Act, General Clause Act, Indian Registration Act, Specific Relief Act, and the right answer of this question is General Clause Act of 1897. The next question is here, section 51 TPA does not apply to. So the options which are given, court sale, auction sale, bid, and none of the above, and the right answer is court sale. अगला क्वेश्चन है. विद इन द मीनिंग ऑफ सेक्शन 51 ऑफ TPA, द ट्रांसफरी हैज lien on land for the value of improvements. The B option which you can see has no lien on the land for the value of improvements. So this is the right answer. B is the right answer. Next question is here. Section 52 of TPA impose a prohibition on transfer or otherwise dealing of any property during the pendency of suit, provided the conditions laid down in sections are satisfied. This statement is true, false, partly true, and D none of the above. So this statement is true. It is not the false. Okay. The next question is here. The principle of lis pendens embodied in section 52 of TPA Act pertains to, and the options which are given here, bona fide purchaser, public policy. ये किस पे बेस्ड है? ये है पब्लिक पॉलिसी पे ही बेस्ड है. ठीक है. चलिए अगला क्वेश्चन देखते हैं यहाँ पर. रूल ऑफ लेस पेंडेंस इज अप्लीकेबल टू सूट्स फॉर स्पेसिफिक परफॉर्मेंस ऑफ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट टू ट्रांसफर मूवेबल प्रॉपर्टी. दिस स्टेटमेंट इज ट्रू. सो ए इज द करेक्ट आंसर. अगला क्वेश्चन इज हियर. द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज हियर. The rule of less pendens is applicable to suits for specific performance of contract to transfer of immovable property. This statement is true, false, true, partly false. So this statement is true. B is the correct answer. अगला क्वेश्चन है. In case of, and the last question of this series, in case of a transfer hit by doctrine of lis pendens, the question of good faith in which essential is to establish before equitable relief can be granted in favor of a subsequent vendee under section 41 and 51 TPA Act is, and the options which are given here, relevant, partly relevant, totally relevant, and partly irrelevant, and the right answer of this question is totally irrelevant. ये क्या totally irrelevant होता है? चलिए दोस्तों, इसी के साथ हम लोग यहाँ पे टोटल 100 क्वेश्चन को कंप्लीट किए हैं। आई होप आपको ये वीडियो पसंद आया होगा। अगर आपको ऐसे वीडियोस चाहिए तो मेरे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए, लाइक कीजिए और दोस्तों के साथ शेयर कीजिए। ऐसे ही क्वेश्चंस आपको मिलेंगे बिहार प्रीलिम्स के लिए और स्टेट्स के प्रीलिम्स के लिए, छत्तीसगढ़ के लिए, उत्तराखंड के लिए, ऐसे स्टेट्स के लिए आपको मिलते रहेंगे, हरियाणा के लिए, पंजाब के लिए मिलते रहेंगे। तो दोस्तों मेरे चैनल को लाइक कीजिए, शेयर कीजिए, सब्सक्राइब कीजिए। मिलते हैं आपके साथ एक नए वीडियो में और इसका सेकंड पार्ट भी हम लाएंगे टीपीए का, उसको भी सॉल्व करेंगे और उसके साथ हम लोग जो है सेक्शन वाइज भी डिस्कस करेंगे पूरे टीपीए ऐड को भी। चलिए मिलते हैं आपके साथ एक नए वीडियो में, तब तक के लिए नमस्कार, बाय बाय।